Hey everybody, this is my video for Danielle. The exercise is called the weather, and it's about a guy, Joe, and his way of traveling, his means, of traveling. He has three ways: ride a bike to his work, driving, or taking the train. Well, depending on the weather, you get probabilities. So to make everything clear, we're gonna do a tree. Well, I'm gonna do a tree. So first of all, you have, one second. There you go. You have two issues. F, which is the event fine day, and F bar, which is the contrary, meaning a wet day. And the probability of a fine day is 3/7, and a wet day 4/7. Okay, then following the exercise, we learned that if it's a fine day, the probability that Joe rides his bike to work is 7/10. That Joe drives to work is 2/10, and otherwise Joe takes the train. So we can say that there's three branches. We can say A, B, C, A, B, C. A is the event Joe rides his bike to work. B is the event Joe drives to work, to his work, and C, Joe takes the train. Okay, so and then we add the probabilities, which is 7/10, 2/10, and to find C, we do 1 minus 7/10 plus 2/10 in parentheses, and it equals to 1/10. Let's see, 1/10. So we're gonna add it here, and then finally it's the wet day, and the probability that Joe rides his bike to work is 1/9. That he drives to his work is 5/9. So it means that C is 3/9. Okay then, since everything is clear and very understandable, we can start with the questions. So, question number 1. For any given day, it means whereas a fine day or a white day, what is the probability Joe takes a train to work? So it would mean P of C, and it equals to P of C intersect F plus P of C intersect F bar. Okay, equals to P of C knowing F times P of F plus P of C knowing F bar times F bar. And well, if we translate it in numbers, it would be 3/7 times 1/10 plus 4/7 times 3/9, and it equals to approximately, and P of C approximately equals 0.233. So what is the probability that Joe takes the train to work? there's a probability of 0.233. Okay, for this second question. If Joe works 315 days in a year, how many days is he likely to drive to work? A year is 365 words. So we're going to determine the number. So I'm just going to write determine the number of days when Joe drives. When Joe drives, okay? So, if it's during a fine day, if it's, sorry, not during, but if it's a fine day, during wouldn't really make sense in this situation. If it's a fine day, the calculus will be 315 times 3 out of 7 in parentheses, so we see the steps, times 0.2 equals 27. So if it's a fine day, there would be 27 days. But it's not just the fine days, but also the wet days. So if it's a wet day, which would translate to 315 times 4 out of 7 times 5 out of 9 equals 180 times 5 out of 9 and equals to exactly 100. And lastly, we add 100, sorry, let's just 100 plus 27 equals 127. So Joe is likely to drive to work out of his 350 days of work 127 times, well, days. Well, this is the end of the exercise. Thank you for listening.